Hey friends, it's been a little while since I live streamed. Today we're going to be just doing some remix work. I am working on updating the tutorial for the getting started with remix because we now today hopefully we'll have a feature called stacks, which will kind of change the experience of getting started with remix. So that is what like the primary work that I'm doing, but I also have like regular email and stuff, which most of that ends up on GitHub. So some of it will just be over here and you won't be able to see anything, but lots of it will be on the screen that I'm sharing. So yeah, let's do this. Let me check off getting live stream going. Oh, and also I need to let folks know that I am live streaming. And so if you do want to chat, it's in the KCD meetup. There's a link in the description and you can chat in here.
I believe Discord is a distraction. Can it wait?
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so let's see here. Okay. So let's take a look at, I got a bunch of PRs from Mikhail about, on the stacks and stuff. Yep. Okay. Yeah, there is a step. Oh, thank you, Mikhail, for posting that. Is that the one that's live right now? Yep. Okay, I'm just checking out the indie stack. Our setup here. Pretty sure that, yeah, the db deploy generates. Let's find out. Indie. No, it doesn't. Yeah, so actually, you know what? I'm going to do this. I wanted to change this anyway. I only made npm run scripts or package.json scripts because I was confused about something. We don't need to have these. We just get rid of those. And instead, we're going to run. Actually, I thought I saw another pull request. Oh, that was from you. It must have been on here. Yeah, from somebody on the Prisma seed. This will do deploy and generate the Prisma client. Really? Pretty sure. Oh. Yeah, there you go. It's even better. Okay, so we're gonna say setting up the database is gonna be, whoops, npx prisma migrate dev. Yeah, yep, and that's fine. So it doesn't actually, I don't think it actually runs the existing migrations. Oh no, or pending migration. Yeah, it does. Yeah, and it will also run schema changes. So there aren't going to be any, but that is beneficial for local development. And it runs seeding, so that'll take care of both of these steps. So we just call that seeding the database. Okay, we'll have to take a look at that. But with this setup, we don't need to have those instructions, so that's good. Okay, and this will need to be 2. Yeah. Improve, setup, script. Nice catch, accept. Oh, wait, this is the blue stack. Okay, cool. Yeah. So let's just take care of this last thing in the indie stack. Thank you, Michael, for getting this in. Yeah, you just move stuff around. I'm gonna, here, let's come back over here. Yeah, because I want to remove those two. So we're gonna just do that really quick. Okay. Did I not do that? I did. Why is it showing? It should not be showing that change, but whatever, it's fine. Oh, has Faker.js been officially released? Yeah, cool, 20 hours ago. Nice. Okay, well. Lots of docs and chores and stuff, so that's good. Good news. And other regular dep updates. Sweet, thanks. Okay, cool. So then, let's take a look at this. Yeah, okay. Part of npx Prisma migrate dev, which we're doing in the indie stack now, and we should do it here rather than Prisma migrate deploy. Yeah. Also, I know that you're watching this right now, but it just makes sense for me to write it out so anybody else watching understands the logic. So let's swap npx Prisma migrate deploy for npx Prisma migrate dev, which for the setup instructions, so people get the seed script run automatically. Thanks. Okay. Yeah, this is actually one thing I'm a little concerned about with the indie stack. Is that like we're doing a bunch of stuff in the init. You know what we should do? This is what we should do. We should have a setup script. This is what I do in all my projects. We have a setup script. And you know, I guess the easiest thing to do is just take this. We don't need npx when it's in a script. We have np. So maybe what we should do actually is bring back run s, I think, setup star. Is that how that works? Yeah. This runs in sequence. So then we do setup, db, prisma, migrate, dev, and setup, app, yeah, npm run build. Yeah, see, normally in my projects, I'll say run the build, run the tests, and run type checking, run formatting, or yeah, like run linting. Yeah, let's do all that. And we're gonna run s, and this will be test. There's got to be a no watch thing or something. Okay, there it is. Do not watch. I don't know if that works that way. Yeah, I didn't think so. Try that. Okay, there we go. Yep, that works. Okay, cool. And this can actually run in parallel. So we'll run the tests. Here, actually, we'll run build, and then we'll run in parallel. We'll run. Well, the thing is, basically, we need to be able to. The setup app is like sort of useless. So the main thing that we need is the build to be run, because if they run the dev script before they run the build script, the first thing they'll see is a big thing that says, like Tailwind CSS file doesn't exist yet. So we need to generate that Tailwind CSS file. That's all that really needs to happen. But I actually kind of like, here, I kind of like running all of the like scripts as part of the setup, just like do things work, and the instructions will be like we're gonna leave this setup script in the instructions. So you know, did you just clone this project? Run the setup script, and it will verify that everything is good to go. And that way, in the future, as people make changes and stuff to the project, the first thing people do when they clone is they're going to run all these scripts. So I think these are worthwhile, even though yes, they technically it should not be necessary for generating the project, but it'll be useful for after it's been generated. So okay, so we can actually run the build here. It's already fixed by the dev script as it's running in parallel. Well, no. So what happens is we run these in parallel. Tailwind is we say, hey Tailwind, go generate the file. But at the same time, we also say, hey Remix, get started. Remix gets started before Tailwind is finished, and so Remix says, like, just give it a shot, and you'll see if you. In fact, I can show you. We'll delete the build, we'll delete the Tailwind CSS, and the first thing that we get, maybe it just happened to work this time, but it does happen where the Tailwind file doesn't get generated in time, and so you get like this big monster that says, hey, the CSS file hasn't been run or generated yet. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's not a big deal. But in any case, I still am going to do this because I think it's useful for people in the long term to be able to have a script that they can run to just say, is the app ready to rock and roll? Okay, so we've got the test running, the build, linting, type checking, and then we'll run, well, no, can we? I think we can. Test E2E run. The thing is that test E2E run needs to happen after the build. So we need to run the build first and then the test. It was happening with the build script, but I fixed it by using run s instead of run p. That was used first. I'm confused by your last comment there. Yeah, that would have happened if the build script used run p. I don't recall that you fixed it, but if you did, thank you, because that definitely would be a mistake. We wouldn't want to run those in parallel. But these are running in parallel, and so it is conceivable that this could get started before the CSS file is generated. So the only reason that it's you don't normally experience it as a problem is because you already have a tailwind.css file present. I have experienced cases where the Tailwind CSS file hasn't been generated yet, and the Remix app starts first. And then you get this big wall of problems. So anyway, let's move on. So with the setup app, I am going to keep this 100%. Now I just need to decide, I need to make sure that the build finishes before we run the tests. But I don't want to wait until test or lint and type check are done before running the test. So basically what I'm looking for is a build then test script, which I have done before, but it's kind of annoying to do that. In the workflow, oops, we've got in our Cypress, we have a build. And then we set up the database. I feel like these should be in reverse order, actually. And actually, you know what? We should seed as well. Where's the plant? This one. Seedling. Seed the database. Run. npx prisma db seed. And then we run the build. And then Cypress has kind of its own thing on here. So maybe what we should do is a pre-test E2E run. It runs npm run build. And then we can get rid of the build there. So then, yeah, that's unexpected. Okay, so what happened? Setup DB, it's already in sync. And generate Prisma client. Now that's interesting. This appears to not have run the seed. Huh, I thought that I literally just tested that and it did run the seed. Oh, that was migrate dev. Oh, is that what I did? Yeah, that is what I did. What? Okay. So if I delete that. Yeah, it does not run the seed. Huh. Well, that's unfortunate. We're going to change this in a second anyway. And actually, you know what? I don't have any control over the order of these. I mean, I guess we're like, it appears to run in order that they appear here. But like if somebody changed the order or something, that would not be good. So we're gonna say Prisma setup DB setup app. Prisma DB generate. And somebody has a PR on the blues stack to do upsert instead, which I think we probably want to do here as well. What is he saying? I'm not sure I understand this, Logan. Because you will... Oh, yeah, you have a where clause. Yeah, of course. And let's change this. And we don't want an empty object, we want this. Okay, I'm not sure I understand this. Oh, create. There we go. Cool. Okay, and then we got it doesn't like this because not where unique input. Yeah, so it works with the email because we say that email is unique, but in this case, it is not unique. Yeah, how are we doing this? Oh, there we go. Yep, that's a good idea. Oh, right, but create many doesn't work in SQLite. Bummer. Yeah, so I think what we're gonna do here, let's go back. Because we do want the seed script to work even if it's run like twice in a row. So there are two options. We could either drop the data Yeah, actually, that's probably what we should do. Say first delete. Await Prisma user delete where email u@remix.run email you here. I need to get in the habit of doing this using my editor. Email. That way we can keep those consistent. Okay, so we'll delete the user first, and then we'll create and this will have a cascading effect because on delete cascade. So deleting the user will delete all their data, and then we'll create new notes. Yep, that is how we should do this. Prisma disconnect. Yeah, we should do that.
You're now halfway through the allocated time.
Oh, that's what it does. It generates a Prisma client. I got confused. It doesn't seed as well. It just also generates the Prisma client. There we go. Okay, cool. So, yeah, delete the user first. Clean up the existing database. And then in here we run migrate dev db seed. That's what I meant to say. So set up the database, seeds the database, and then we run this, but it doesn't appear. Yeah, server closed unexpectedly. It doesn't, it exits. Why is it exiting? Who's exiting? Dang it. Oh, yeah, well, that's not it. What the heck? Why? Who is killing this process? What if I do a different port? Okay, well, where's the thing running on that port? Let's get rid of that. It just, What the heck? I am very confused about this. What changed? So one of our dependencies, here's what we're gonna do. Gonna stash, gonna log. Let's go back to before this dependency update. I've got a talk at 10:30, so what the heck? This is because our session thing is, session secret blah. Database URL. Yeah, that's something else. What is going on? Okay, let's try this. Okay, so we've cloned it somewhere else. We're installing all dependencies. And we're going to get an invariant, I think. Cannot find module. What the heck? Oh, right. That makes sense. Yeah, now we're going to get an invariant. So let's do... whoops. Okay, so it works there. What? Okay. I'm at least glad to know that it works over here. So worst case scenario, I can just blow this away and bring in a fresh clone.
NPM is done.
Okay, it works. Transitive dependency, something weird going on. Yeah. Weird stuff, as always. NPM, man, it's crazy. We rely on this thing. I know I should use pnpm or something. It doesn't come installed, so I cannot rely on everybody else using that package manager. So I got to use what most everybody else is using. Okay, anyway, let's git stash pop and setup. Okay, so that's good. Okay, there's got to be an option for this. Prisma delete if exists. Okay. No worries if it doesn't exist yet. Okay, we ran the seed twice. How did we run the seed twice? So we ran migrate dev and db seed. Okay, I'm gonna need to run that again, or at least this.
Your break is coming up.
Setup db.
Begin to come out of flow.
Break already? Holy smokes. Well, I'm gonna take it, so. Okay, verified Cypress. The nice thing about doing this pre-test to run the build is the build only takes a second, and so relative to how long it takes to run the test, that's like nothing. So here's where the tricky thing will be, is if people decide that they want to take out the TypeScript, we're going to have to remove the type check, but we're also going to have to remove type check from this script, and from the deploy script we'll need to remove the type check from here as well, which is not a huge deal, but it's kind of annoying that we're going to have to do that because some people don't like TypeScript. Okay, cool. So that worked. Let's figure out really quick, and then I'll take my break, why this ran the seed twice. Okay, so I guess Prisma migrate dev does run the seed. Okay, yeah. Seed is run. Let's just make sure that it is running the way I expect it to be. Or if I log in as u@remix.run, and what is the password? I should probably change this to something, my super good password. I've got 2 notes, and I'm going to delete one of them and create a new one. New note. This is new. Save. And then I say, hey, let's seed it again. And then run this. This should be, yeah, no user found. And then let's log in. Oh no, that's interesting. We do need to fix that. I'll be right back. No, we don't want to seed when deploying the app. Yeah, we're not seeding when deploying the app. That's not what's happening here. Okay, I'm gonna take the break, and yeah, then come back. When I come back, what I need to do is make it so that if you go to log in, but there's no user, like, so if you have a user ID, but there's no actual user object in the database by that ID, we need to delete your cookie. So yeah, I'll be back in a couple minutes. Okay, there we go. So yeah, I'm in a situation where I've got a cookie that has a user ID in it that doesn't exist in the database, and I need to fix that. That is important. So, and I thought that I'd done that, but I guess I hadn't. So, yeah, so when we say, what's happening right now is we're going to the login route, and our loader is running to get the user ID, and we're redirecting home, but then home says, hey, it's totally fine if there's no user. But home does call get user ID get user by ID. Okay, and that is going to return null. Okay, so yeah, this is where we do it. So we're trying to get a user. We have a user ID. We try to get the user by their ID, user. And if there's not a user, then let's see. Let's just throw a redirect to the home page. Yeah, which is what our logout does. So here we'll return user or logout request. Oh, right. No, this is going to give us, yeah, we want to, okay, so if user, now that's interesting. What the heck? Yeah, if there's a user, let's return user, otherwise throw, or logout response, throw logout response. Maybe just throw. There we go. Huh, now that's interesting. There's an error. Here's the error. There we go. Yeah, so we were throwing a promise that resolved to a response. Yeah, so that that's why that was the problem. Okay, great. Yep. We need to do this same thing here in the require user. So I'm thinking, I think we can rewrite this user, and then if not user. Oh, but we want to get the benefit of this logic right here. So let's go back. Just going to borrow that. There we go. There we go. Okay, cool. So now if I log in as you, I'm going to change the seed script to you at remix.run is silly. How about we've got Derek the disk, or Rachel the, what did I call her? What was her name? So I just set this here. Whoops, that is unfortunate. I added it in deploy YAML. Oh, yeah. So earlier, Michael was asking or saying, hey, we don't want to seed to production. This step is just for Cypress. So all of the output, everything is thrown away when this is all done. And so we're seeding for the Cypress test, which is totally a reasonable thing to do. So the database that's set up here, all of that, that's just all test stuff. So we don't need to worry about it. Yeah, I said Rachel the remix disk. how about
10 minutes remaining.
10 minutes on handle email. Yeah, I'm not exactly handling my email. I sort of am, but not really. So anyway, we'll do a little bit longer. Rachel rocks. That's what we're going to do. And then yeah, so it'll be Rachel, and then we'll put this in the README. The email is rachel@remix.run, and the password is Rachel rocks. Okay, so set up DB. Here, and actually, you know what? Let's delete this because now it has another user. I'll just start it over from scratch. Okay, and now I go over here. I say we want to log in, Rachel@remix.run, Rachel rocks, and then we're gonna reseed, start the dev script again. I'm gonna come over here, and I'm gonna get logged out. I'm gonna go to login, and it works. Cool. And then I delete this and I create my third note. This is a great note. Save that. Reseed. Login. Rachel@remix run. Rachel rocks. And that one's gone. Sweet. So we get a full reset. Okay, great. So we fixed a bug. We've got a really awesome setup script now, which we can run as part of this. We'll get rid of the steps. Running the setup script. To make sure everything is ready or was set up properly. Cool. All right. Yeah, improve setup script and fix bug with old sessions. Okay, now we're going to go to the BlueStack and apply some of these fixes there also. Indie stack. Nope, that's not what I want. Okay, and we're just gonna look at the commits. This one, yeah. Okay, so first, where's the blues? Blues is right here. Holy smokes, I got a bunch of things open. Yeah. Okay. So first we'll go to deploy, because we're going to do the same thing here where we run the seed. Here, let's deploy. So we're going to do setup, seed, build. So we get the database running, set it up, Oh yeah, so that's where we did the reset force. Yeah, let's just do this. The sleep is just there to give time for Postgres to get started. Okay, cool. Yep, setup, seed, build. Good. Okay, so that's one thing that we changed. Going into our session now. App session. And we should be able to, if we did things right, copy paste the whole thing. Yeah, okay, that hasn't been updated yet, so that's fine. And yeah, only get the stuff we want because it's all exactly the same. Okay, so then we've got our setup and our pretest thing in the package.json. And that goes right under lint, which actually makes more sense to put it under type check. Or honestly, let's put it at the bottom. Yeah, let's move it over here as well. And type check goes right under lint. Oh yeah, there's a script I can run for formatting this, right? Yeah, npx format package JSON. Sort package JSON. That is what it is called. Here it is. Thank you, Mikhail. You're about to tell me. That is kind of strange. There we go. It's probably because I ran them at the same time. It will be moved again. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. What's interesting is it seems to, like we have a type check here. It didn't sort this as I would expect. So they got sorted in a different way. Then lint and then type check is here.
npm is done.
Lint and then setup is here. So they sorted in a different way. I don't know, that's weird. So I'm gonna just manually move it, I guess. Which one's right? I prefer the, I guess it's alphabetical, right? So QRS T. So type check should go down here. Oh, you have a PR already for it sorted correctly. Dang it. Well, sorry, I'm going to close it. It'll just be easier. Sorry about that. Okay. Okay, great. Anyway, now the next thing that we did was we updated the seed script. And oh, it actually, yeah, this probably is gonna not be right. database running. Here, maybe let me take a look at your PR. I thought that I'd merged a bunch of your PRs already on here. Yeah, I did that already. We've got update dependencies. Oh, you don't have write permissions? I need to give that to you, Logan. Sorry. Yeah, I just updated these myself just now, so thanks. I accidentally already did it. And then this one, yeah, it's different. So I think I already merged your sorting thing. Okay, so anyway, I think seed. I think we'll just do this. Huh. Just hanging out. Yeah, it's taking a second to connect or something. Oh, you were talking about the crunch stack. Yeah, we'll get to that one. I'll make sure to merge your stuff first. Okay. Great. So now let's run the setup script. Oh, yeah, that's not going to work. Well, I guess we'll just add that as a dependency. npm run whatever. Where is it? npm run all. Because it is kind of handy, even though we have PM2 in here. Here, well, I guess while we're waiting, we'll go take a look at that crunch stack. Yeah, got a ton of pull requests here. Yep. Super duper. Oh, we're gonna do a squash and merge. Yeah, that just blew up. This one. Yeah, Mikhail, if you're still watching and you're available to update this one, we're going to need this to be updated. This has a conflict in the lock file. Yep, definitely want this one. Thank you for doing so much stuff. You do awesome work. Thanks. Oh, huh. Yeah, we just care about the main and dev. Did we do that to the other ones? And pull requests. Interesting. I don't remember doing that with the other ones. Yeah, well, we'll just merge that. It should be good. I'll fix it if it's not. Okay, then the last thing is that one. Okay, great. So this did end up running and passing. So that's good. Okay, cool. Let's just double check I'm not missing anything. And I lost it. We got that, we got that, we got that, yep. And now we just need to take a look at the init and see what else we can do. Yeah, probably we can at least run this. Oh, no, we can't. But we can say setup is almost complete. Please get the let's see, we do have a Docker, yeah. The Postgres database running. Follow these steps to finish initialization. Start the database. npm run docker. Run setup. npm run setup. Maybe I should just do. Let's do this. There we go. Once that's done, you're ready to rock and roll. Okay, cool. All right. Improve setup and fix session issue. Okay, and another thing in the README, I've got two things I need to say. Yeah, you know what, Michael, I don't know if you're updating this PR, but don't bother. I'll get it all sorted. So, I want to look at this where I'm, nope, not that one. Fix spacing, fix commands, making it do more for us. Yeah, this is the one. So I removed the fly setup, the database, what we need here, let's do the indie stack first. That'll be easier. So right now we just say development when you generated this project. Okay. Let's see. So we've got two use cases. We've got, hey, I just set up the project for the first time, and it generated it, and it ran all of the stuff for me. And then we've got, hey, I just cloned a project that like we've been working on. I'm a new employee. I just cloned it. How do I get things up and running? So here, when you generated this project, it should have initialized it, Prisma data, the SQLite database for you. if you just cloned this repo, here, let's do setup initial setup. If you just generated this project, this step has been done already for you. Yep, there we go. And then we'll say start dev server. Oh my goodness. I have a talk I need to give in 15 minutes. Good thing I noticed that, because I totally spaced that. Okay, let me just do one other thing. I'm gonna come over here. Oh, and this is busted. I busted something. Oh, just kidding, it's not. That commit was busted, I guess. Here we go. The remix indie stack. So we'll have that at the top and it'll look awesome. Okay. Okay, cool. Improve readme a bit. All right, one other thing. The database seed script creates a new user. Seed. Yeah, email, password. You can use to get started with some data. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, look at that. That looks great. Okay, cool. Now I need to update the BlueStack, but really quick. I'll do it really fast. I can do it really fast. So, blues. OG image. Grab this thing. Stick it up at the top, just like I did with the indie stack. Blues. Here's the image. And then development. Start the Docker or Postgres database in Docker. Npm run Docker. I think that's it. Okay, cool. And then our fly install stuff. We're gonna move the Docker reference here. Okay. Oh man, I'm gonna be late. They're gonna be like, where the heck did he go? Oops. No, I won't be late. I would totally leave right now. Yeah, we can get rid of the build. Okay, relevant code, deployment. Okay. Yeah, okay, we're just gonna take this wholesale. Yeah, we're gonna grab that too. There we go. Okay. Great. Improve the README and setup script bit. Okay, cool. So now, did that not work? Great. Ah, man, come on, let's move. I forgot to pull. Ah, dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it. I don't want it to say template. Shoot. What time is it? Yeah, I've got, okay. Accept incoming. Okay, here. Rebase abort. It pull. Paste all that over that and git browse. Let's look at the commits. Which one of these changed the package JSON and what? How did it change it? Yeah, that one. That one did. Okay, so this one changed it. Change it to say template. I don't want it to say template. I actually want it to say the name of the app they just created, and I can do that later. Okay, so this we do. Oh, shoot, we do want this. What is the difference between these two lines? Oh, it has it, yeah. Okay, it's just been sorted. I can sort it myself. And then update the remix config. That has been done, yep. Okay, so I'll sort it myself, and then we're going to add this. We're gonna package lock. Okay, we're good. Okay, hopefully that works. Okay, I gotta run. Thanks everybody. We'll see ya later.